Hi everyone, welcome. It's 2023 and we're going to get this year off to a good start. I got this cookbook from my niece for Christmas. It's Snoop Dogg's cookbook and I was looking through and there's some good dishes in here. But I saw this Royce peanut butter chocolate chip cookies and I was like, peanut butter in the chocolate chip cookies? I'm gonna give that a try. And I'm gonna follow his recipe according to what he has here in the book, to the T, almost to the T. Okay, so let's get started. And I'm gonna set it off here to the side so I can make sure I'm following it correctly. First, we're gonna start off, I've already put in here 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour, and to this, you wanna add your baking soda and your salt. And the baking soda is 1 teaspoon. And the salt is 1/2 teaspoon. And he says just stir this together to combine it. And now we're gonna sit this off to the side. In my bigger bowl, we're gonna combine the butter, peanut butter, brown sugar, granulated sugar. The butter, and it's 2 sticks. 2 sticks. Everything's better with butter. 2 sticks of unsalted butter. And it's room temperature. Oops. Cut that out. I caught it, but I got a little bit on me. So I've got the 2 sticks of the room temperature butter, 1/2 cup of creamy peanut butter, the brown sugar, it's 1/2 cup of brown sugar and 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. Using my hand mixer, mix it together. That mixed together. Now it says add the egg and the vanilla. We have 1 egg. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. I must have moved my teaspoon. I had to put it in the sink. Oh, this is 1/2 teaspoon. Just clean it up and put it away. And 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. teaspoon vanilla extract. We'll mix this. Making sure the camera is recording. Now we're going to stir in the flour mixture we made earlier. And he said gradually stir it in. So I'm going to put this in, mix it up. Already smells good. Put in the rest. And it said mix at this time with a wooden spoon or, you know, whatever you have to mix with. You don't have to use the handheld mixer. And it said just mix to combine. Snoop Dogg recipe. And it said pour in your chocolate morsels, your little chocolate chip. It's called for 2 cups. 2 cups of chocolate chip. And this batter he used to portion the cookies. Said I think it was 1 teaspoon. He used to portion his cookie. Tablespoon, 1 tablespoon to portion his cookies out. And he said it makes 3 dozen. Well, I'm gonna be using a little bit bigger, so mine is not gonna make exactly 3 dozen chocolate chip cookies. But I can't wait to taste them. Okay, got this over. Remove my blender. And I have cookie sheet. And we have the oven already preheated to 375 degrees. And these cookies are going to cook anywhere from 8 to 10 minutes. Then we're going to take them out and let them cool for about 5, then take them off, put them on my rack and let them cool. Maybe not complete. And then we're going to give them a taste. But let's see. And I'm not going to use all of the dough. I'm going to put out some cookies, and then with the rest of the dough, I'm going to wrap it up in some parchment paper and wrap that in some plastic paper, put a little date on it, and I'm going to put it in the refrigerator. So whenever, in the freezer, let them freeze in there. And whenever I want some chocolate chip cookies, run, open my freezer, pop it out, cut me off 2 or 3, throw it in the oven. Okay, how they're looking. I'm going to put them in the oven. And I'll be back. Oven off. What you see. This is broke one. You can see. I'm going to let them cool for 5 minutes. Then I'm going to put them on my rack, let them cool, and I'll be back with the word. Hi, I'm back, and I'll be coming from John chapter 4 and reading verse 4, 5, and 6, but I'm reading it in the New Living Translation. And it says, "But you belong to God, my dear children. You have already won your fight with these false prophets, because the spirit who lives in you is greater than the spirit who lives in the world. These people belong to this world, so they speak from the world's viewpoint, and the world listens to them. But we belong to God. That is why those who know God listen to us. If they do not belong to God, they do not listen to us. This is how we know if someone has the spirit of truth or the spirit of deception." My cookies have cooled for 5 minutes and the timer is going off. I'm going to stop it. But like he said, if they don't listen to you, move on, because they're of this world. Their viewpoint is of this world. And they're quick to tell you that you're not saved. And your salvation don't depend on any man on this earth. There's only one. You got to know who he is. Pick up his word. And put it, "Thy word have I hid in my heart, that I might not sin against thee." Learn it, read it, and keep it. Because it will come back to you. When he wants you to give it to someone else, it'll come from you. You'll be like, "Oh, I didn't even know that." Because you read it. You went over it. You learned it. You studied it. Studied to show thyself approved. And you will know these false prophets when they come, because it's not going to line up with his word. And he has this here for us. Oh, he loves us just that much. I love him. I love him. I love him. Okay, we're back. The cookies have cooled. And these are Snoop Dogg's Royce peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. And they are delicious. I have my iced coffee off to the side. Peanut butter, chocolate. They're good. I love them. They're delicious. Royce peanut butter chocolate chip cookies by Snoop Dogg. Delicious. Okay. On a scale from 1 to 10, I will give them a 9.8, because when I make these again, there will be some pecans, my favorite, going in them as well. Good. Thank you for coming, and I'll see you again.